Majma! Hi everyone, how's everyone doing today? It's our usual Tuesday. Oh, Silver, thank you for the sub!
Silver Blaze official just resubbed for 7 months. I've been here 1 month.
So you have. At least 1 month. And hello to you too. Yes, it is the usual Tuesday, which means it's time to go over what is changing this week and what's coming out later. We have the still positive outfit that we're working on today, which I'm super excited to try and hopefully wrap up the textures today. We'll then work on the physics. Hi, Lemonade. And with luck, we might have it fully complete today. We'll see. And then on Wednesday, we have a Q&A short coming out. Thursday is Memesis, which you are not going to want to miss the start of that stream if you want to see me being absolutely silly and trying some spicy rice cake thingies that I got. So the Mimic is probably going to be panicking for the first couple lines of it, because I don't know how I'm going to deal with that level of spice. I've never tried it before. And then on Saturday we have Subnautica 2, and Sunday is Mecha Chameleon, which we're going to start bringing in the modded maps, which is going to be very fun to do. So since this is a pretty quick update, we'll go ahead and swap to our other thing, where we can actually see the outfit we're working on. Oh, there we go. So this is where we left off last time. Now, I know I want to mess with the lace a bit more, make it feel more like it's actually a cohesive thing, and I think I want to try making the sleeves not transparent and only transparent at the cuffs. So I think we'll start with that bit first. And it's not good that your phone's overheating, Lemonade. Hopefully it stops soon. Then what I'm gonna do for this though is I'm gonna take this one, and if we remove the opacity from this, now the sleeves are fully opaque. Can we make it not change the color as well? Yeah, that brightens it up a little bit. So now we still have the lace pattern, but not the opacity that it was having. So then from here, maybe we change the tiling of this. Is there a better layout of that? So we want a good tiled pattern. Maybe that? That might work. And then if we duplicate this one, duplicate layer, then turn the opacity on this one. Is it not gonna work? Oh, that did. Okay. Change the color. And then this one we're going to add black mask. So we don't want this to affect the sleeves at all. We just want this on the ends. So if we swap to 2D mode. Hi, Q! That's because you're charging it? Ah, fair enough. And I assume Mustang is very cozy up there, Silver. Come on, pen, turn on. Why is my pen not turning on? You missed the weekly update, Eternal. It was a very quick one. But I suppose I can pull it back up. Oh, that's nice. There we go. Here's the update board for anyone who missed it. We've got a lot of streams, and the key one to note is the Memesis stream is going to be starting off with me eating something very spicy. So you're going to want to be there. It's going to start off with that. So if you want to hear Panicked Cat, that's probably the time to show up. Here we go, I think. Yes, I am pretty good with spicy food. It's one of the Buldak ones. It's the Buldak black one this time. I've tried their carbonara one before, and I actually really like the carbonara flavor. But I don't know how spicy the Buldak black, like, spicy chicken flavor is. So I don't even know how spicy. I know that that's, like, their spiciest one, which is why I'm figuring I might struggle a little bit. But I don't know how it compares to the what is it? the words. The carbonara one. I think I messed up the cuffs there though. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be ordering from some Thai place. Though it would be really funny to there is a curry place that I keep ordering from, and I always order spice level 3. It goes up to at least 10, so it might be funny at one point to just get a spice level 10 and see just how bad it is. But that kind of scares me, given that I normally stick around a 3. What's up, Silver? Where is that? Possibly. I'm not gonna make any promises right now, because I don't know what collab we would have planned for that. But it would be hilarious. I know Aniki, one of the ones that I'm doing the Nemesis stream with, was also looking into getting some spicy chips or something, so it sounds like I'm not going to be the only one having some crazy spice thing going on. No, not a cat cooking stream. Sleepy, thank you for the follow. You're just watching some guy who mixes pure capsaicin with cotton candy sugar. Oh, that sounds like it'd be insane. Alright, we're gonna get rid of this bit so that we don't have that competing. And then if we turn this back on, we now have this one, and it should be limited to just the sleeves. Thank you, Sleepy! I don't think I've watched much Nile Red stuff, so I don't know who that is. Alright, hydrating. And 125 streams eternal. That is a lot. So didn't this have some other presets? Like navy ribbon lace, whatever that is. Let's go 3D mode. What does that do? Do I need to tile it more? There we go. I cannot quite tell what that's doing. I'm glad it was good. Oh, wait. That might have worked for a second. So I'm noticing that this one has, like, gaps in it. The Talking Tom Guy's move? I have no idea who that is. That white. Oh, that might be a little bit much, but that is looking pretty roughly. Try. Ooh, that looks pretty good. So I just need to adjust that. Oh, the cat thingies. I vaguely remember those. Alright, hydrating. Yeah, I believe one of the kids that I babysat once had that. I've never messed with it myself. I do not photosynthesize. I don't know where you would get that idea. You feel fat now? Did you eat enough? Did you eat too much? I feel like that's too low is what it's struggling with now. So we will scoop that up a bit. And then we'll get this to be... I wonder, can we make this symmetrical? If you don't know what to get, well, what do you want? Well, I suppose it's what do you want and what is available to you. Do that, and then scoop that. Can I also make it not repeat? There we go. So now we're getting somewhere. You want garlic knots? Then get garlic knots. What if I scale that way? It's got like this weird edge to it. Because I don't want it to cut off on the side there. But it's just ever so slightly not lined up. There we go. Oh, and then it's a little bit off on the bottom. Now where's it off? Well, given that it's off in multiple places, I assume that's just it needs to scoop a bit. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Oh, where's Uppies? Good question. I forgot to put those on. Go. Uppies platform on. And then 14 for head pats. Where's my hand tracking? That might be a bit of a problem. There we go. There you go. Pet, pet. And toss. 12. I don't know if 12 is high enough. I don't know if 12 is high enough, Silver. And then need to fix that. What was Silver's result? 16? Oh, you got 18? Oh, you did get 18. What does 18 get you? What should 18 get you? Headbutt. Alright, then next one. Okay, that is good on that side. So I think I'm happier with that for the sleeves. Although maybe we should... Oh, hang on. That should not be like that. Not there. Any other random spots it's in?
Lemonade_Fox wants cat to shapeshift. Made.
Made? Okay. Sick. Oh, I forgot how short. Hang on. There we go. How would Pegasus wings taste? Like, you eat chicken wings. Surely you could eat Pegasus wings, but they'd be like massive. It seems like an odd thing to eat, but it feels like you could. Surely they're easier to find than buffalo wings. Well, you said Pegasus. I don't know why my brain went food with that. It just kinda did. Do not eat the silver. That was not an invitation to eat the silver. Is that the... No, what is... Because that first one... This one shouldn't have opacity on it. It does not. So I don't know why the other one is interfering with it. Either way. I had to look at that. Other thing I could try doing is on this one, we go to the height and turn it down so that we have a subtler kind of thing. I like it subtler, but not that subtle, I think. Probably want like about there. But hang on, which version is this? Because we could also do... Yeah, this is the square one. So if we do the ribbon one, and then rotate that ribbon by 90 degrees. And then if we up tiling on that, then we can get like ribbons of lace going through it. What if we do lower tiling in that direction, higher tiling in this direction? So we end up with like stripes. I think that's more the direction I was kind of thinking with that. Save. Okay, saving. Did I miss anything else in chat? Eternally, you do get bunked a lot, but you do deserve it a lot. So that is a good point, Silver. Because most Pegasus would just taste like horse. So would the wings also taste like horse? And what does horse taste like? I don't think I've ever tasted horse. I've tasted lamb. But I don't think I've ever tasted horse. Has anyone eaten horse? That is a good question. You cannot eat Silver because we need him. He's helpful. He is good to have around. Yeah, I think those sleeves actually look really polished. I'm kind of happy with that. I'm almost tempted, though, to stick, like, an extra little black ribbon around the shoulders. That might be cute. Would that be too much, though? Eat an origami horse does not count. Hi, 8-bit! How you? I'm trying to think. Maybe it'd be, like, similar to turkey? Because turkey is darker meat than chicken? Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm trying to think what other birds I've eaten. Because it's just chicken and turkey. No, I think I had quail once. I think I had quail. But it definitely, like, horse would not be similar to quail. It feels like an entirely different bird. Ostrich? I've never tried ostrich. I know I've seen how big ostrich eggs are, and they're massive. Though also I just hate ostriches. Like, ostriches are one of the few animals that I don't want to be anywhere near. They freak me out. But I think that's because freaking I've had an ostrich stick its head in my car before, and that's not fun. That was when I was a tiny child, and no, scary. I have not had quail eggs. Let's try. They're tiny and delicious. I bet they would be. Where is dress pattern thingy I need? These two. So I'll select those layers, go back to the shirt, and then we'll add a new group to this one. Put that in shirt, put that in there. And then, oh, but we don't want that to have the same height as the other one. Oh, that's very cool, Silver. So I guess if we do that and tell it to take the height from it. Oh, we have a yeet. Oh, we have all the stream pets now. Okay, normal. Opacity? Why is that not just taking thingy? So I want that to not have the height. Did I remember Yeet? Yes, I have Yeet. But boyfriend is actually nice enough to go grab my package today. Because it was super hot outside, and I mentioned that it was going to be a problem for later, and he's just like, no, let me go grab it now. So I was very appreciative. And no sacrificing a small moon. There's no need to. The height is not doing anything. Oh, maybe if we set height to replace? Nope. Why not? Normal. Replace? No? I'm also confused why shirt seems to have a spot there that just isn't accepted. Is there any others we missed? Yeah, there's one back there. That should be part of shirt. And then over here should be part of shirt. And these as well, I guess? What is going on with this blue, though? Where is that blue coming from? Oh, I think that's one of the flower ones. Flowers. Get rid of that. There we go. Oh man, we're missing a lot of spots on this for the thingy. That one. And then probably need to go back to the 2D one for this. What? What's silver? Hang on. Yeah, it is not plushy. It is shaped pillow that I got that is shaped like Yeet. I was thinking about making it into merch, but I was told no. My merch provider won't sell it because it's not shipped international. So I currently have a 1 of 1, and who knows, maybe I'll keep it in my back pocket for like a reward for something. Because I might be able to work something out where I could do like a very, very limited run. But that is like long in the future. I do at some point want to do Yeet plushie, but like all of the options that I have are you need to sell 300 of them basically, and I don't think we could do that right now. No, no, that is not an offering. That is not available. What if you make Yeet as multiple pillows in a kit with some kind of Velcro? No, unfortunately that's not an option that's available through the manufacturers I have contact with right now. So that would be like a whole different thing of trying to find new manufacturers and whatnot. At that point, it'd probably be better just to, like, come up with a sewing pattern and sell the sewing pattern and let people source their own fabric or something. Here we go. Hydrated. Oh, and it has been enough time that I can swap back. There we go. Not yet, Silver. We'll wait on that. Because it's still... like, unless someone is looking for designs that they can sell on their own platform, I don't think we have enough traction to try and sell it on my platform to make it worth any plushie creator. Hey? Oh, you mean the inverse color of Yeet? I don't know on that one. Because currently you just get it by doing the shapeshift with Yeet out or the U-shift or something with Yeet out. But I don't know where Tay would sit. Oh, I'm split. Oh, we have a yeet. We have a blue and an orange yeet now. Back to trying to get this to not have the height coming through. So it should be on the height. Place that. There we go. Okay. So that works. And then we do that as...
Save.
Oh, yep, save would be smart. Save there. This can be armband. And then add a black mask to that. And then the best way to add to that mask is probably to do an add fill. Do that way. And then add... Can I add a mask to that? No, that's not gonna work right. What if we do one of the alphas? Nope, that's not it. Not filter. Alpha, that one. The 4 is enough stream pets. If we get more, I'm probably just going to have to pull out Planet Zoo again. That will have some, like, because how do you fit more than 4 reasonably? It's just struggles. Come on, where is rectangle or something? Problem is the other corner is usually where collaborators are. So it's kind of gonna be confusing if you just suddenly have Stream Pet popping up on top of them or something. One thing I could look at, which is very, like, I'm very hesitant with it, is, if I set it up as a stream avatar, I might be able to, like, summon it as a thing, but that's a big if. I do not know enough about that or how to trigger it via commands and stuff like that. Because it might be cool to have them running around with you guys, but I have not looked enough into stream avatars to say if that's even possible. Maybe minus sign? Minus sign might work. Oh, there it is. Okay. So if we add that to that mask, and then set this as not a planar projection, a cylindrical projection, and then enable symmetry, shift up, rotate this 90 degrees, rotate the cylinder 90 degrees too. Like that. You're gonna order pizza? Very nice, very nice. Why is it not showing up now? Okay, it is there. I guess it was fine already. I am not harming the cylinder, don't worry. Let's add a filter to this. Threshold, I think, should do it. That lets us have a harder line on it. And then we just throw a scale down on this. Oops. Something like that. Maybe that looks a little silly. What if we do raise height? I don't know whether I like that or not. I guess I'll leave that there for now. We'll see. I can always remove it later. It's pretty simple to do that. So I think I'm pretty happy with the shirt then, because it's just whether or not we want those. That's a pretty easy detail. So maybe we start with the ribbon on the thingy. Did we assign all ribbons the same? We did. Okay, that might be a problem. Oh wait, the other thing I wanted to mess with was on the dress. This piano is a little bit odd. I want to see if we scale flatter. Yeah, then it comes out a bit better. Is that all it needed? We'll go about there. That looks about right, I think. So then it's not quite as warped, weirdly. Well, go eat then, Silver. And then I think the other thing I want to do is add a white mask, and then not in that section. Which then, if we go over here, should be easy enough to paint over. You can't eat. There's a thunderstorm, so you can't shower. I have ignored that advice more than once. But yeah, generally in thunderstorms, you should not shower. You could probably just wipe yourself down. Because if you just use washcloth and sink, it is less dangerous. There we go, that's better. And then, let's see about... did Mythbusters test it? I don't know. Oh, wait, I vaguely remember that episode now. I believe their conclusion was, like, generally you're safe, but there are... Like, if you're in a really old house or something, there could be some danger type thing. I'm only half remembering though, so I could be wrong. A pig got electrocuted? Hi Jaden, how you? So we're gonna get rid of that. Call this chest ribbon. Put that in that one. And then add a black mask so that we can only paint these guys. So that is this one. This one's gonna be a bit tricky to line up, I think, but we'll do best. We've got a very curved thingy here. We can definitely do better than what we've got currently. that should be all of it. Yeah, that looks right. 30. New pizza on the way. Very nice, very nice. Let's try swapping this from square to ribbon. Oh, that already looks better. Do I just want to roll with that and then do a new edge on it? Because I think it's just missing an edge. Maybe clean up the lower bit. Let's try changing... There's a lot on this one that I could do. UV projection is a struggle with this, though. Let's try... spherical projection. And then... Okay, so that offsets that way. Getting somewhere with this. Blatrix is the Starscream to your Megatron? That is a reference I don't get. I think that's Transformers, but I do not get it. We'll shrink this down, move this up. Does that help? Krista. Oh, hi Angel, how are you? It's been a bit. And is that cursed eternal? I don't think it's much more cursed than your usual stuff. Seven. It's weird that it has the wrong one thing. I have been doing well. It has been a while since we took pictures together. I've been running around doing a lot of stuff. Oh, maybe if we offset it the other way. Yeah, then we can start getting something that feels a bit better. Is that better? Or was it better? Oh, wait. I saw something there. That way. Drop that down a little bit. Maybe that? That kind of looks cool. Oh, we have a yeet. And I hear Mustang got scared, Silver. I'm surprised that Mustang is more scared of your sneeze than of the thunder. I have been very productive recently. He thought you were yelling at him. Yeah, that makes sense. You do yell at him a lot. I've also realized that that is a very sharp edge on that. I kind of want to clean that up a bit. So let's see. I like head pats. And yeah, he does bite you quite a bit. But that's your own fault. You played with your hands with him. Is the first tier of YouTube membership not the same as Twitch's? I thought it was. And I don't know how you expect me to teach Mustang while you're at work. There we go. Blur. Throw that right there. And then turn down the blur intensity so it's just enough to get rid of that sharp edge there, I think. Maybe less than that? Something like that, I guess. Then it feels like the pixelation is more just where it ruffles. Yeah, head pats are common in VR. I actually just found a cool asset that I've been meaning to try out sometime, where it's a head pat, like, hairbrush thingy that you can attach to an avatar. I want to get it and try it out, because it makes sound and stuff too. So then you just have a mobile brush and whatnot. Oh, right, the fact that there's only one tier instead of 2 tiers. I do not have silver. Then let's add not a material, add a fill. This one we can have it change opacity to be full. That should be right. And then change that to black mask on that one. Go to 2D mode. What consequences? I did not frickin' start anything. Come on, where are you? Oh, it's just that thin, huh? Okay. I did not give you brushies. Not anytime recently, anyways. Maybe I'll change that to also cover height and stuff. Height. Replace? There we go. So now that'll get that to be its own thing, and then I can do height. Height raised. Oh, nat 20, what did you roll for? Oh, you want more head pats. I see, I see. There. Hat. Happy now? Get tossed. Oh, you were upside down, so that was more like belly rubs, but close enough. Spacing turn down. Is that okay? So that is the raised thing. Move this off. What? Other way. Other way, please. Alright, now the question is, does it actually make a difference on the thingy itself? Yesn't? I see it there. It needs to be thicker, though, I think. Both are good. I'm glad both are good. Bring this out more. Well, actually no, we'll hold off on the other side until we're satisfied with how it looks.
Okay, be a bad boy and watch me find it out for myself.
Because, like, that doesn't look like it's actually done anything there. That should be here. Was I just doing the wrong side? No, that looks okay. Okay, so I was doing wrong edge, I guess. This also counts. Which makes me confused on which side is which for this one, honestly. We'll just assume that it needs all sides for some reason. And then we go back. Is that the way we want to do this ribbon? It looks a lot more defined. That looks a lot better. I think... Oh, hi Gold! I'm sorry to hear your internet's acting up. This music is too hype. Here, I'll swap it to chiller one. Why is that on there twice? There we go. There's chiller one. What if I just turn off base color? Same. Oh, lots of frogs. What if we do... grab that blue? There we go. Touch of blue seems to have helped it out. Mustang likes boops. Yeah, boops are fun. Where's my pen? Oh, that's because I'm not on the right one. Let's get that out. Quit blaming Botrix. Right. I think that should get both sides covered. Swap to 3D. No, something feels weird about that. Something like this. There we go. I think that helped a little bit. And then we just need the outer edges of the other ribbon. That's right there. It's not even Botrix failing you! And you know that! You just like blaming the wrong messenger. There we go. There's the ones I need. Alright, how does that look? I feel like it actually looks worse with those ones. I'm trying to figure out what it needs to change, though. Maybe if we just pull this in? It might help it feel a little bit more delicate, which is kind of what we're going for here. I think that helped. Looks like a ribbon. What do you guys think? Is this how we should do the lace ribbons around? Now this music is too eepy. We'll do this one.
Eternal 2319 sent 5 to say. Wibbon.
What? No. Did I say ribbon weirdly? I think it works though? I did not? Okay, you're just saying ribbon weirdly. Got it, got it. Maybe if we add a white mask to this one. Oops. Shush. Can't even say shush correctly. Let's do new one on top. Fill. And we only care about the opacity on this. Set opacity to none. And then add a black mask to this. Now we can use it to erase any parts that feel odd. Something like that. There we go. That's way better. That feels exactly like what I wanted. But what is this? What is this thing going on here? It's like just this ever so slight. I think it's part of this one. Nope, not that one. Oh, hang on, I've got that on white. But no, quit being on that one. Go there. Like that, and then... Zero, that's why. Okay, what? Quit going to 1! 0, please. There we go. Okay, that's on 0. And then on this one, I cannot make your record ship faster. I don't know how you would expect me to do that. What is going on with this? Oh, wait, that's the... Where is that? Shader settings, is it? Display settings... Where is it? Properties. No? Where the heck is it? Somewhere there's a setting for making it so that it's UV edges versus the other one. Texture set settings, maybe. UV space enabler? No, it's not that. What is going on with that one then? Why is there just corner weirdness going on? 2D only. That is some definite corner weirdness going on here. Maybe it's on the chest ribbon part? There we go. So there's one, and then where was the other one? Up here. Get rid of that corner weirdness. Alright, that should help. What is going on with this? That stalking, I think, has some issues too. I don't like when stuff just has issues. But it is issues I have done. I cannot teleport things. Not usually, anyways. Not unless it's under very specific circumstances. Okay, that should be fine. So then back to 3D mode. Okay, yeah, that has resolved our problem. The bow looks like a bow. Everything looks good. Now we just need to do that 3 more times on, well, yeah, 3 more times on the other 3 bows. You just gotta be patient, Eternal. Also, hi Gold. I think I forgot to say that earlier. Now then, do we want to take a break from the bows and try messing around with the flowers, or should we stick with the bows? I think we'll stick with the bows before we forget how to do it. What's up, Silver? No, I am not making a butt bow pillow. I can't make pillows. Well, I can make, like, just boring square ones. I can't make custom ones, which is sad. Wait, what? Oh, I get the pun brownie. That is a silly one. We will call this one Butt Ribbon. And then we will copy these 3 thingies, put them under Butt Ribbon, and then we'll add a black mask until we can paint these sections. There we go, I think that should mark them correctly. What? This down. I shouldn't have to worry too much, because the full bow kind of mapping should keep all of our other stuff safe, so it's just making sure that this doesn't overlap with the other sections of the bow, like the one on the shoes. But I think, yeah, those are separate. Those are fine. So we can go pretty large and be fine here. I wonder how tight we want to go on this one when it comes to the lace. There we go. So that should be mapped out now. And it looks like a whole bunch of spider webs. Luckily we can fix that. So we need this one. Move the center down here. Do we actually even want to do that one, or do we want... here. First we'll scale it up, because right now it's too small. So that should be like about that big. Is this even... Yeah, it's spherical projection. That looks like it should be lined up, but it's just not. Up the tiling. That's weird. Here we go. Hydrated.
Hey Cat, this is Blender. Go ahead and save before I crash again.
Alright, I will save it. Thank you, Angel. I am not Chris Cat. No. But I believe the other critters are doing well. Ask in chat. There you go. Oh, what if I squish like just this side? Okay. And what's up, Silver? Hi. But that should help. Does help a little bit. Rude. I like the head pats. There we go, another hydrate. And very nice Eternal. What kind of pizza? Brain off. But I need to work on stuff. Ooh, that actually kind of worked. Not quite though. So it might be tricky. Yeah, I can't even figure out what it's doing on some of this. Orange peel? Who would put orange peel on pizza? Yeah. What was the... Oh, pepperoni bacon. I don't think I've tried bacon on pizza. I don't remember the last time I even ate bacon. I think it was on a burger that I did. So maybe circle not best. Let's try tripletter. Okay, that's getting somewhere. That looks a lot better. And then the problem though with that is that it feels too samey between the different parts. We could separate out the different parts of the lace and then do them independently. That might be better. Yes, I do have a throne. Oh, you ate orange peels this afternoon? Why would you do that? Aren't they really bitter? I think we'll do butt ribbon lower. And we'll separate it out. It matches your soul. How do orange peels match your soul? Oh, because they're better? I don't think your soul's that better though. Radium. Yeah, that looks better. Oops. Having it be independent seems to work. And then if we do duplicate layers, now we can have butt ribbon upper. And then reset this to a black mask. Go into the 2D only, and then we can mask out this bit. So now we can move the two independently and it won't feel like they're just tied together. So now if we expand this, I think those were actually probably fine. I need to change the lower ribbon to be offset. Is it not gonna let me offset? Ooh, hang on. So that has an interesting thing to it too. You want to torment the non-believers? What non-believers of what? Wait, what headturn guy using sideways? Me? Wait, I'm not a non-believer. I am a believer in myself. Oh, that's trippy. We'll go back to triplanar projection. We'll set this to enable symmetry. There we go. And then now if we were to like rotate this that way, now we start getting the kind of shapes that I'm hoping for. Hi, Andal. I am confused on what's going on too. Oh, Eternal's trying to torment my non-believers, which makes sense. I don't want to know who here has committed the most crimes. Do not admit to your crimes in my chat. That is not smart. I'm not gonna say don't do them, because I know you guys. Just don't admit to them.
Something I'm scared of, I suppose. Monsters.
What if instead... Because that's doing a bit of weirdness on that side. I'm not sure if I like that.
Monsters who
Hydrating.
Monsters who devour dreams.
Dude.
Monsters who suck blood.
And Silver, I like to think you're not, but I can think of a few laws that you might have broken. I'm not gonna say them on stream, because I'm smarter than that. Just know that there are a few. I was not gonna say taxes. There. let's just say that they have something to do with that book that you have to read your cat. That is as specific as I will get on stream. I want to say how eternal on that one. No, do not steal babies while wearing me costumes. That is not smart. There, and that looks like another ribbon issue. Apparently, kind of. What's the issue then? Oh, is it a full ribbon issue? Okay, it's a full ribbon issue. There we go. Gotta get those edges in. No, do not use babies to promote my merch unless I make merch for babies. And it's the cool places part that gets me, Silver. So this one... probably gonna need smaller than that. That'll do. Alright, if you say so, Silver. Little bit thicker. There we go.
Okay, be a bad boy and watch me find it out for myself.
And then let's see how that looks comparing the two. So now we've got the one with the edge here, and the one without it on the other side. I think I actually went a bit too thick on that. Alright, we'll switch it. That's also gonna be hype. There you go. But I do think we need the edge to the ribbon, but that's too much of one. Also, this one feels odd here. I feel like we need to do something like bring that in here. And then use this one to cut it down. Or just mark that edge there. Go to 2D only. And then bring that in like that. Has this got the right one? Yeah. Gotta make sure that that is fully selected. There we go. And then this one, we need to cut in this so that it's not as thick anymore. That's gonna be tricky, trying to thin this out without getting it to be an odd shape anywhere. Okay, we don't need to steal cats, you can just adopt them. And good luck teaching a cat any tricks. They have the same kind of god complex I do. Do not drench cats in toxic anything. Alright, how does that look? I think that looks pretty good. So now I just need to repeat the process on the other sections. Yeah, that sounds like me. I know I have certainly said, but I don't want to be people, I'm a god, to someone before. I think that was to Net. I think that's what I'm remembering. Point is, it's a common occurrence with me. Is it gonna be weird to listen to? I know one thing that I always wonder if I need to get better about is actually reading out what chat says when I respond. Oh, what was that? Killdeer, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? we're just over here working on a new outfit, and it is super cool so far. Probably about there is a good point. And how would you know, Eternal? How many gods have you bitten? You had a great stream. Very nice, very nice. Oh, is that too fuzzy? Or is that fine? Can't tell if I messed up that line. I think that's okay. Oh, we have a battle royale going now. Thank you for the follow, brats. Yeah, what did you do, Killdeer? I'm glad you had a great stream. Did it say when you rated? I don't know if it... No, it did not. Oh, I need to commentate the battle royale, but there's too many people fighting. I can't keep track of that. You don't have the characters to type the other ones in chat? Ah, that's fair, that's fair. Slay the Spire 2? Ooh, very nice, very nice. I believe we've rated you doing that one before, but I still don't fully understand how that game works. But it looks like you have a fun time with it, so that's good. Oh, it looks like we're at the last people. Who's gonna win? Who is that? I don't even know who that is. Where struggles. We have 8-bit versus Brownie. Oh, 8-bit wins. Fair enough, Brownie. I guess that means that you obey other gods, then? Do we need to narrow that side? Oops, too much there. No, I think that's fine. Okay. We'll go back to the 2D mode and just go back to doing this edge, then. And hopefully, we should have this sorted out quickly. Though we still need to do the upper section of this bow entirely. So we've definitely got a lot of work left on this one. Though I've also realized it's kind of funny that I'm doing an outfit so heavily with lace, because I normally hate the feel of lace. But that's just because so many of them make it like stiff and scratchy whenever you have like cheap, bad lace. So I tend to avoid it. But on stuff like this, where it's just like a ribbon where you're not really touching it much, that's fine. Yeah, doilies are really cool. Do you know if they do, because, like, there's different types of lace. I'm trying to remember the ones that I know. Because, like, you can crochet lace, you can do a bobbin one, and then there is also the one where it's, like, pins on a cushion. I forget the type, that one's called. What if it's yarn? I mean, I do like yarn, but not all yarn is good material. Some yarn just doesn't feel good. Crochet? Very nice, very nice. I've done crochet before, but it's mostly the amigurumi stuff, the like making little plushies out of crochet, because I could not follow a pattern to save my life. And then let's go to that other bit right here. Add a little border. Actually, wait, Silver, have I shown you my knit plush? Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I've shown you the Applejack one. So I've definitely shown you it before. I definitely need to make that thicker. This one's gonna be weird with how thick it needs to be. So that needs to feel like it covers the entire side there. Probably that. Let's see how that looks. Oops, I went back to 2D mode. Almost, almost. That needs to come down more. And then down that edge. Actually, I think I've even gone too far on that now. Something like that. Hey, your grandma made a shawl for your sister for her wedding? Oh, that's super cute. I love that. Shawls and stuff can be pretty difficult too. Though, like sweaters are super time consuming. That's why if you ever see a crochet sweater, it costs so darn much. Then we'll do this one next. 2D. And then we'll go to... There it is, over here. Oh, wait, are you thinking about the needle felted ones? Because I know I've got the needle felted Squirtle, Charmander, and Bulbasaur. Actually, wait, where are they? I don't know where they've gone. I had the 3 original starters, but those were needle felted, not crocheted. They're very cute. You must see my crochet stuff. I swear I've shown you the Applejack that I crocheted. Surely I have. Because I think that's one of my larger ones I've done. Okay, why is that being weird? Okay, so it's not on the butt ribbon. Is it on this butt ribbon? Okay, it's on this butt ribbon. That's why it's having trouble. So that needs to go away. What was the one that I keep putting on my head? That was my 2-headed penguin tiger cat bunny. That is a bunch of Neopets sewn together. Not Neopets, Webkins. Other one. I actually made the the two-headed panda. No, I did make that one in one of my classes back when I was in high school. People were very confused. And I know I had someone shouting that I was killing it at one point. Yes, I have said butt ribbon at least a couple times on this stream now. Alright, let's see. Is that good enough for the ribbon edge? That does look a lot more defined. What am I watching? What's happening? Should I be concerned? Because I feel concerned. I don't know if I want to say anything that you want me to say right now. But I mean, pasta does taste good. Pasta is good. Fine, pasta yummy. Silly. You know I have a point redeem for getting me to say stuff on stream, right? It's with the Discord cat tokens. But I don't know how much of this I want to be giving away for free. I will say, Silver, don't abuse your mod privileges.
Eternal 2319 sent 5 to say, you just lost the game.
Silly Eternal, that assumes I was ever playing. It is a really old reference, though. Up there. Probably this one needs tweak again. Because that looks like it's... No, it's not lower. Alright, which one has the issue? Confuse. It's not that urban lower. Is it somehow the chest ribbon? No. What? I am confused. Oh, it was part of just the normal ribbon. Okay. We're fine then. I think that ribbon looks okay. Though I wonder... Let's try doing a thing. Because if we do... stack... No. I was gonna see about making the lace on the thingy. The lace on the middle bit be, what's the word? Like, tighter? Because it feels very, very loose right now. Oh, maybe the thing that we do then, instead of doing it that way, is if we go this one, grab this again, and then this one. If we just do like thin lines with this bit, maybe that'll work. So if we just do size down, something like that to give it more depth. Yeah, then that makes like it what am I saying? It works, is what I'm trying to get at. Do a bunch of circles, and that should help too. Kind of round out those corners. I like headphones. And yes, I do the blah 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 a lot. I struggled over words. You would think the streamer would be better at words, but no, that's not how it works. There we go. That feels right. What? What's over? That's now 2 laces done. Now we just need the shoelace ones. Yes, I do remember the tube that was brutally killed yesterday. We'll also put butt ribbons in their own folder. That way we can collapse them easier. And then we need to do another ribbon folder. And then we can call this one shoe ribbons. Silver tastes like wide. That's odd. I think we'll duplicate the chest ribbon ones and put that in shoe ribbons. You just said earlier that you feel fat. I don't think you can blame Eternal on that one. And I will still call you out, Silver. And then I need 2 over here. And this should be the last of the ribbons. Now we just need to make them look good, which is going to be a challenge, but we will figure it out. Enable symmetry. Should make them the same on both sides. Can I even do that at this scale? These are some tiny ribbons now that I'm realizing it. Let's try a UV projection. And then change from ribbon to square. Then change tiling up. So if it's like much smaller than that, it just kind of loses all the ribbon-like qualities. So maybe we'll just go with that and then do the outline on this one. Funny enough, since all of this is just run off of textures, it shouldn't. But that said, they will not be able to see transparent textures. So they're just going to see black at the edges of these ribbons and stuff. That's the real struggle, is Questies can't handle transparent textures. So this is just not gonna work. Luckily, this one is not designed for Questies in mind. This is a music video first type of outfit. I have plenty of other outfits, including the one that I'm currently wearing, that is designed to be visible to Questies in as close to the proper way as possible. So I do not feel too bad about making this one be one that's just not quite gonna work for that. Because not everything is going to be able to work in all platforms. That is just the reality of this. So I will do what I can to make sure people are included where I can, but for some like these, it's just not possible. Yesn't. So the particle one does work if you do it right, but that still relies on doing it as like an addition or a multiplication type of overlay, which doesn't handle transparency the same way. So you can get a form of transparency, but you're not going to get this exact form of transparency, if that makes sense. Though part of that is also just I am not super well versed when it comes to quest side stuff, because I am not quest first type platform. So there may be another route that people who are developing for Quest have figured out. I am just not aware of it. And I need to look more into the Steam frame, because I keep hearing things about it, but I've not looked into it. I'm kind of waiting until it actually comes out to kind of tell how good it is, because it might be worth upgrading from the Quest Pro. But I'm also in a setup that works, so I'm not in a huge rush. And yeah, imposters definitely work too. I think I need to get that lower edge a little bit better. I think it's on this one. that edge there, which then equates to this one. It's not quite the right edge. I'll just thicken it here. Can I figure out where I did that now? Okay, so that looks like it was that side. So we'll just thicken that. And then do the same on this side. I don't know, Eternal, don't ask me. Maybe I went too much on that now. What's the other side? Oh yeah, definitely too much on that side. What if I just Control-Z it? Okay, that's fine. And then that one, still a bit much. We will do that off. Do that so I know exactly where it is. Okay, that is just that one. So we'll erase this fully. And then go back and fix it up. I think that should do it. There we go. That looks right. Alright. So ribbons are done. Now we can either do more on the stockings or try and do the flowers. What is this about me being butter? Where'd this come from? Is confused. Flower? Okay, we will do flowers next. So I know from the comments in the in the spoilers channel, people said that the blue blended in too much with my hair, so we needed to pick something else. Maybe we start with a red. So would that blend in too much with my orange hair then? I don't know. I don't even know which one that is. Let's see what color that is, because I'm not super attached to this color anyways. So 80121E. So that's like a lighter red? No, it's like a darker red. Maybe. That actually might work. The challenge now is going to be making this a material that feels like it makes more sense, because right now it's just very shiny. So we'll start with trying to change the material first, I think. Probably something that's not overly shiny. But we could. Corroded. That might work weirdly enough. So we throw that there. Put that on the flowers, and then change this to... How do we get the color different though? Oxidize. Does the oxidation change color? I'm confused on how this one even works now. Change this to base color. How is it doing this? Because it is the oxidization that's turning it green. I just don't understand how. Alright, we're just gonna get rid of this one. This one's not the right one then. Remove layers. It's one of your colors. That is very nice, Eternal. It is a nice color. Maybe if we do canvas creased. And then make it so that the base doesn't affect the color. Or put that back. Color back, please. That there? There we go. I don't know if that works or not, though. I don't think so. Question now is why. Is it just the fibers that are doing it? Maybe it's that pattern? Oh, yeah, so if we add those, then that's pretty good. What is up with that there, though? What is that doing? Is that a color issue, or is that... Maybe that's a masking issue? Yeah, that's a masking issue. Okay. That explains that. It's not on any of the other ones, right? Oh no, we definitely have some masking issues here. Yeah, inverted normals would be a good thing to check, but I don't think that's going to be an issue here. So that's fine. And then check the ones on the shoes. Yeah, those look fine. It is a good call out, though. It's just not the case in this one. So now that we've got that, can we do something a bit more interesting with it too? Like, what if we did... add a new fill layer. This one can be like black or something. And then if we add a mask on this to where it's like only dust occlusion or something. No? Oh wait, no, that is working. Oh, did we forget to do the, I think I forgot to do the, where is it? Bake mesh maps. I think that's what I forgot to do. So if we bake those, that should help with those silly things that we're trying to do right now. Oh, apparently that is weird. Because I guess that is normals are out on, like, that side. But since both are fine, that should be okay. I return to painting mode now that we have those. There we go. So now that we have that, that generates dirt on that side. And now we can start doing more interesting things that'll bring more dimension to the flowers. I think let's focus on the ones on the head. I'll hit save. There we go. And then let's try, instead of dirt, oops, do that. Clear mask. Why is that not... Eh? Oh, that's the ambient occlusion that's doing that now. Okay. So I need to get rid of the ambient occlusion. Because ambient occlusion is just problems. There we go. You're getting gothic vibes from the outfit? I guess it kind of is. This is giving interesting splotches. I don't think that's what I want to do with that, though. We will clear mask. And then let's try... What's another one that we could try? Cavity rust? See if that does any better. Mask editor, little balance. That does give it like a speckled vibe. So that is kind of cool, but I don't think that affects it how I want it to. It's not giving like any kind of proper gradient or anything. No, do not steal my fur. That's not allowed. So cavity arrest was no. What else could we try? Let's try concrete edge. The other thing to try is so ambient occlusion. Oh, that softens it out quite nicely, actually. That feels nice and soft. So do that, and then curvature. That. What about world space normals? No? Is there like a position gradient? Thickness does do a little bit. And then what if we just... Yeah, I don't care. Do not take my fur. Not allowed, it's mine. Add a paint layer. Okay, so that does what I expect it to. So then if I do black and silver, don't tease me too much. This needs to instead be tangent wrap object. So then I can kind of smooth out the inner ones. Actually, what if we do brushes? Something like this? No, not that one. Just something to get the inside more light. They struggle. Fibrous moss? No, that's so big. I suppose I could shrink it down. We'll do soft fur and we'll shrink this down. It actually looks better with the difference, but it might just be a bit heavy. I could also try, like, lightening the outside? I don't know. I do kind of like the lighter outside, but I think I need to go more carefully on it. Shrink the size more. Maybe reduce the flow even more. Is the size too small now? The size seems way too small now. Oh, wait, it's not. It's because it's... Eesh. Come on. Okay. Now I can get these lighter. There we go, something like that where it's a bit more delicate on it. It still has more than without it. Actually, if I'm doing it like that, then I think just reducing it is gonna solve our problem. Yeah, there we go. That adds variation while still doing the thing. Very nice, Eternal. What else can we try and do? What if we do... we'll do another fill layer. And then water drips. I want to see how this functions. Is that not doing anything? I'm not seeing that do anything. Let's try grunge. Yeah. Oh, hang on, now we got something. World space normal? No. Scratches seems to do something. Ooh, hang on. If we do that, turn that down, turn down the top-down gradient. So now we just have, like, random petals selected. That might work. So that should get some variance in the flowers. And then if we were to duplicate this layer, say change the color to, we'll just stick it as blue for now so we can see an obvious difference. And then change the scatter on this one, we should have 3 colors. Wait, where did scatter go? Eh? Hang on, why does this look different? Oh, there it is, okay. Scatter. Something like that. So now we can have multiple different colors on the flowers. That should increase variation. Though I think the size... The trick is going to be getting it to mostly be all or nothing on the petals. I would assume that you would want to be aided by teammates when working a dangerous job. And do you, Silver? You should put it in the cat call for the typos. Let's try that one that Silver has put in. Is that 4? Oh, you did? Okay. I will have to look into it. And I think I want to stick with something more red. Because I think doing variations on red should be pretty interesting. This one's more like that. And then I think the other thing is if we scoot this up, that'll help it fit in better. Put it in there again. Thank you, Silver. I may be a little silly. That has resulted in something interesting. I'm debating if I want to make the center something other than just a cluster of petals. Because I could redo it to where it's like just some shiny metal piece or something to stick it in there. Should I try exporting it as it is and see how it looks on the model, or... I don't think I want to make the whole flower metal, but I could try making, like, the center bit of it some kind of metal. But I kind of... I don't know. I'm a bit torn. Oh, I think... There's a couple things I've forgotten to do. Because I need to go grab the stylize, stick that on top. Preset, I think Painterly is what we used before. Though I want to get rid of brush strokes. There we go. So that should bring it a bit more in line with some of the other ones. Though, what is going on with the stylization on the dress here? Hang on. Is that from the smoothness? Okay, yeah, that is from the smoothness. Okay. So we want, like, a touch of smoothness, but not too much. I think we'll go with that. Or maybe we go full smoothness, but then tone it down on the base color. Oops. I didn't want to do that. So if we tone it down on the base color, that should stylize like the normals and stuff. Put metal to the pedal. Nervous about doing metal on the actual pedal part. Something I could try. Where is it? No, I guess none of those. Oh, the other thing I needed to do was add a height to normal. Because we don't actually have height in the material that I'm using. So I think that kind of makes the... Okay, which one's the problem child for... Okay, it's the stylization that's the problem child for the lace. So we're just gonna remove that. We're not gonna worry about that on this one. We're only gonna worry about the height to normal, because that is necessary for what we're doing. But as long as it looks like it should, we'll be fine. And I think that should be fine. Yeah, so metal is what we're still wanting to try? Okay. So I will add a new folder in this. We'll call this metal. And then what would be a good metal to try? Maybe gold armor. I don't know on that one. That's very bright. A little damaged. Maybe we'll roll with that. Stick that in the middle one. Add a black mask to that. I would not want to be a Sonic character. So then if we go 2D mode, and then go check where those are. This is kind of the trouble with it, though. These ones look to be it. Oh, that's still set to be on tangent wrap. That should be on UV texture size. Oops, that's too big. I need a smaller brush. We're gonna do basic hard. Other basic card? Yeah, that one. Shrink that size down. That is not the correct thing. That needs to be UV. That needs to be texture. There we go. Oops. Alright, now for the hard part of actually finding all of these. I know there are more than just those. And if we go to 3D only, we can see that we've only had a couple of those, but if I do like that, I think we can actually hit the individual pieces then. Yeah, that seems to be hitting most of it. So yeah, that would be like metal in the middle. You want shiny? Alright, we'll keep moving forward with shiny for now. We'll see how it looks. And then put that on, like, the middle of this one. I wonder if I should add, like, gold trim to anything else, because I could put it, like, on part of the dress or something. Okay. So that is gold on each of the flowers. Doesn't look too bad. We'll have to see how it looks in context though. What if I do like that? Then on the shirt and the armband. Add a black mask. And then did no, that's gonna look too weird. So we'll remove those. I don't think gold on the dress is gonna work either. So I think just leaving it in the accessories is probably the way to go. The next question is the socks. Because those are the last ones that we haven't touched today. Currently we have this fabric lace that is just very basic. Yeah, no. The other option we tried was this one. That was also before we remembered that we could do the other variants of this, because this is currently just square. If we do this as like ribbon and then rotate this 90 degrees, or what is trim again? Okay, trim is the like skirt thingy. So ribbon, and then set this to, actually if I put this above that, put that there. Set this to not be opacity or color. Well, then you can hardly tell. Hi, pigeon. Enough time for piano? Probably. We might not have enough time for the physics, though. I might push it a little bit, because we are really close. So we'll try a 90-degree rotation on that, and then tiling. What's the max tiling we could get on that? That'll at least bring some stripes into it. I do have work tomorrow, though. That's the thing that I need to be careful of. Oh, the other thing is, we very much have placeholder shoes right now. We have not touched anything with them. I feel like the fact that I forgot that they were placeholder means that they're a pretty good material, surprisingly. But I feel like at least the soles should be different. I saw the chin scritches. They're just quick. So I think we'll try that for socks. Actually, wait. Socks. What is this going off of? This is UV projection. Why do I do more tiling than that? Let's try changing physical size. Custom size. There we go. Now we can get the tighter one I was looking for. So now it feels more like striped stockings. So then shoes. How do we want to tweak the shoes? Because right now it's just very basic. We need something that feels like a better sole of them, I think. What is this one? Leather creased. And then we've got leather rough dark. So if we do leather rough dark, we could probably get that working as the sole of the shoe. I think the texture just needs a little bit of work. It's the cells right here. There we go. I think that'll do better for the soles. Yes, I am working on the outfit for the Still Positive music video. Which, here, let me just go play Still Positive again. Where is it? I saw it on my list earlier. There it is. This song. So we'll add a black mask to that. And then those all need to be colored. I am a cat. So now if we go to 2D only. Oh, it looks like some of those didn't change well enough. So we might have to go back and fix some of those gold textures. Eternal, you are a menace. Alright, so we've got that, and then... Oh, it's this bit right here, I think. Yeah. That's part of shoes. Gotta be careful with some of these edges. I've had more than once where the edge of it just doesn't quite work. that one. And then... I think that's the other one, actually. Yes, it is. Silver is indeed a mod. Is there something else I was missing? Couple of those, couple of those. Okay, I got all of those. So then the other thing I need to do is pull open the flowers, grab the metal, and we need to fix all of these that are only partially metal. Oh, and now we've got something that's 2 height. I mean, I'm a shapeshifter. I am just currently a cat. So it is not a lie, it is just not a statement that's always true. Plus, there are many here who can attest to me chasing laser pointers. What do you mean, am I a knight? I don't think I'd ever be a knight. Knight seems like it'd be way too much work. I think I'd get dizzy from swinging the sword once. Alright, add... Oh, these ones also need it. Alright. So that should being the keyword, be all the metal updated. So now if we go back to 3D only, now we've got soles of our shoes, and then let's try the other leather. Is this one? Yep. Come on, place correctly. Oh shoot, I placed it inside that. That's not what I want. Right there. No? Shoes. There we go. Actually, if we move that up, that should be fine.
Eternal 2319 sent 5 to say, Tanny hasn't been here to do this, but
You are correct. I think the edge is good. Surface detail, turn that off. Base should be a darker color. Alright. Turn off opacity on that as well. Alright, do we like that for the shoes, or was it better when the shoes were just shiny? I think that does help. I think that does make it feel more like standard shoes. I feel like it's a little bit too reflective still.
Eternal 2319 wants cat to shapeshift. Body X squish.
Okay, if I'm doing body X squish, you're getting everything X squished. You know what? I'm just really lazy. You're just getting lobster love. So turn back on the surface detail, and then base. Where is roughness? there. Brush pattern. I kind of like the brush pattern on it, actually. And then it's just still too much of shiny. No? How do I make that less shiny? Height is fine. Height we don't care about. Roughness is that one. Metallic. Okay, so metallic would make it darker, but that's not... We don't... Well, I suppose a little bit more metallic might be fine. But we want more roughness to it. I think lower range... Position... There we go, like something there? That looks about right. Still shiny material, but not ultra reflective this time. And yes, my clothes are technically part of me. And I don't want to be Keidakat. I've been called that enough. Alright, for now I think we'll save, we'll export textures, and see how that looks in Unity. Save. No. I will not play racing games on stream. They are too hard to keep up with chat with. Alright, add properties. Change that to that one. There we go. We have a me in Unity. And yeah, this gives you a pretty good shot of, like, what is mesh and what is just texture. So wait, is that really how the... Okay, I think the stockings aren't quite right still. That might be a problem. I think the sleeves are cute. Sleeves work well. Can I play the piano? Yes, I can. I was actually planning on doing that in a little bit. I just wanted to try and get the outfit done as much as possible. So I've got I actually already redid the thing, so it hopefully looks better than last time it did. Last time we had it up. Yeah, I would spend a lot of time in character creation. I used to spend way too much time in character creation on The Sims. Yeah, I have piano. And hang on, let me pause my music for a second. Because earlier today, while I was just messing around on the piano, I remembered how to play the first part of For Elise. Which is just such a random thing to suddenly remember how to play. I don't know why that was just a thing. I don't remember the rest of For Elise at all. But I know that tiny bit of it. And I would struggle with that. I'm still trying to relearn how to play a lot of stuff. And I want I want to build up the confidence to sing on stream, but I am not there yet. That's for sure. You'll sing with me? That I don't know whether that's reassuring or not. What was I gonna do though? I think I was still going to double check. We'll get back to the piano thing later. But for now I have a couple more things I need to do on the outfit. Where is piano that I can hide? There we go, hide piano. Because I wanna confirm. I don't think that metal is doing it quite right. So if we go click on the outfit, expand the material. We do have the reflective on. Okay, it is on full metallic. That was what I was thinking was probably wrong. But I guess it's just darker than I expected. The question is, do we like it that dark? I guess. I'm not gonna play Golden Hour. I do not know how to play that one. I think once we start playing piano, I'll probably practice home again, or just play Still Positive. You like the dark? Okay. So then, is that just how we want it then? Oh, stockings. Stockings was what needed to change. Because that's the thing that just feels bizarre in this right now. So we will swap back to the substance painter. Oop, where'd that go? Substance painter, there we go. Because our stocking method did not work. So we need socks expand. And I think what we need to do is change this so that it does have opacity. But then we need to change opacity from replace to something else. Not normal, I don't think. Subtract. No. Add? We have an add? Mirror dodge add. I think? Yeah, that does both. Okay. So that might work. We could bring it down like just a smidge. Let's try that. Let's see how that one does. So we'll re-export these textures. And then see the Unity scene again. Okay. So now we've got stripes. Do we like that or not? It does feel like it actually follows my legs, so that's good. But I think the color might be wrong. This laptop? That's odd. And what are you torn on, Eternal? You're unable to decide anything? Let me try just a color change. So if I do that, and then I'm not even going to switch back to the other scene, I'm just going to hit export immediately. Export, please. Okay, so that's a little bit lighter. Yes, I do play the piano. I am not very good at it, but I do.
Something I'm scared of.
Let's try something lighter, maybe?
There are many types of monsters in this world. Monsters
So
who will
let's
not
see
show themselves and who cause trouble.
if we do like
Monsters who abduct children.
that.
Monsters who devour dreams. Monsters who suck blood.
Come on, let me re-export the texture again.
Always tell lies. Lying monsters are a real nuisance.
Okay.
They are much more cunning than other monsters.
Try again. Are you gonna reload? Texture should have been exported. There we go. Okay, I think that works better, but it's still feeling a little bit off. Maybe we try full white on it? Let's try really light stockings. See how that does. Have fun, pigeon. Okay, that wasn't quite full white, so it might be too dark still. Export textures. What do we think? Is dark or light better? It still feels odd to me, though. Maybe because it feels like it should be inverted? Like the thin lines should be the ones that are more opaque. Try a light red? That seems odd. I don't know the color's the problem right now, though. Let's try... We're gonna try... doing something a little odd. We'll do... and then so I guess I'll try the light desaturated red along with what I'm doing. But I don't think that's gonna work. Alright. What's up, Silver? Okay, I think you actually might have been onto something with that color suggested in Turtle. New game fun? What game? Why is that disappearing when I zoom in like that? Oh, Dead as Disco? Yeah, that is an interesting one. There we go. Nope, it's still being weird. Okay, oh, it's doing something weird on the inside of the leg, though. I need to fix that. I do not like that. It's not super bad since I didn't notice it until now, but I want to fix that. That's gonna bug me. So this needs to be not UV projection, that needs to be cylindrical projection.
Okay, be a bad boy and watch me find it out for myself.
And then... oh, I should change this. Yeah, that sounds about right for you, Eternal. For Silver. Frickin'... I'm gonna shut up now and just fix my thing. I'm sorry. I know I did it again. I am bad. I don't know how it's still a thing. I struggle. And then cylindrical projection again. Shrink everything down. Scale just this one up. And then reposition again. And then enable symmetry. What is that doing back there? 'Cause that doesn't look right. So we need that there, I guess? Well, no, because now it's doing it on the front. Why are you doing that? Piano cat? Yes, I am working on it. Hi, Adam. Back to normal dress. This is giving me struggles, though. Maybe we just make it bigger. And then position back. It's like that looks right on the front. Oh, you've been here almost the whole time. Fair enough. Okay, maybe UVs was the best option then. Because this is not doing much better. UV at least only had, like, some minor issues in the middle, where things kind of had a seam, which, sure, they would have a seam. So I guess that's fine. I guess we just stick with that. So then... the question is that how we want the stockings to be? I guess so? Because I can't think of any way to improve them from that. I do think the color looks a lot better. I think the thin lines help. Something feels off, though. I can't quite place what. Oh, one thing I should try is try the outfit without the armbands. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab a picture of me with the armbands, and then I'll grab a picture of me without the armbands. You're thinking a darker red for the socks? I suppose I could try that. But I will first grab armband difference. That means if I hide that file, export. Where is my spoilers channel? And then grab same thing, just without them. There we go. I think I'm leaning towards with the armbands, but I'm not entirely sure. So I will leave it up to the Discord to decide that. And we will try darker red on the socks. Export textures again. And then... Okay. I think the darker red loses it a bit. What, like this? I can be angry. Yeah, I think I like the lighter red. So re-export those. Yeah, lighter red definitely. Alright. Yes, piano time. So let me pull back up the piano. And then... where is it? No, I'm not doing buff cat for still positive. No, not happening. Alright. Heartache again? I have not touched Heartache in a bit. I don't even know if I could. I can try. Let's see. This one. Because I've gone through, like, some of them and tried to make sure that they're actually playable. This is not one of them. Also, what is up with my lighting right now? How long has my lighting been like that? Here we go. We'll go with that one, and let me scoop myself up so I'm at least a little bit more visible beyond my piano. Alright. Let's see how this is gonna go. No, I am... Wait, that's all supposed to be played with one hand there? Nope, wrong one entirely. Yeah, let's start with something I'm a little bit more practiced in first, I think. Because that is not a... You want to start with something that gives you a little bit more confidence than that. I'm certainly getting better at this song. I'm still not quite where I want to be yet, but I can definitely see the improvement from where I was. This is Piano Glow. Yeah, this version is one that I've trimmed down a little bit from the original MIDI file that you get on the Homestuck website, I think, is where I found it. Because he has them all public. But some of them are just impossible to play on the piano with how they're written. Because they're written as just MIDI files. Thanks, False. Do you want to hear the autoplay? It's gonna sound way better than what I can do. Yep, it's just a lot of practice in the meantime. This is the part I always get a bit tripped up on, because I can never decide which hand to play it with. So then neither of them has really learned it yet. Because, like, right here, it feels like... Well, I suppose I could do the, like, right hand hitting the lowest note. Which is what I should probably do. Alright, we'll switch it to playback. And this is what it's actually supposed to sound like. I'm definitely not there yet. But I'm learning. I am way better than I was last time I played this on stream. So practice is working. It's just gonna take a while before I'm able to actually do something with this. But I have noticed that some of the other songs that I've just occasionally messed around with while trying to learn this one have gotten easier as well. So that is a sign that I am relearning the skills that I've forgotten since I kind of dropped the piano for too long. And now it's just a lot easier to pull it out and occasionally play something for practice. Though I think even when I do get used to playing this song, I'm probably going to play it a lot slower than what it normally plays as. Just because I like the sound of it really slow. Because this is more of an upbeat version of it. Which, this is the normal version, but it is kind of upbeat. It is cozy though. It's still a cozy song. Yeah, I like the slower, nostalgic version. I also still haven't decided, because I know there is a vocal cover of it, and I am tempted to try and do my own cover with playing the piano after I learn it and singing it, but I don't know if I'm going to use the lyrics from that one or try and write my own because it doesn't have any official lyrics. So I've not decided yet. There is a vocal cover of it, yeah. Let me see if I can remember who did it. Because it is a really good one. Here, we're just gonna copy the link and we'll put it in chat. Because I am down to shout out this person, because I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that name. Adriosaurus, I think. But they have done a really adorable vocal cover of it. So I'm a little bit tempted to do it too, but I also don't want to just steal other people's stuff and try and do it. Because I very much like making my own things. So I don't know whether I'll use their lyrics or try and come up with my own. I mean, you like some stuff, because creation is based on iteration, essentially. You take things and you do it your own way, you remix things, merge them together, whatnot. But basically you want to plagiarize from as many sources as possible. All at once, so that it's not plagiarization anymore. No yoinking the sun. Not allowed. Alright, I think the other thing, since we're right at the end of the stream, I think the only other thing I want to do is see, can I still play Still Positive? Because I have been neglecting practicing that one. Yep, nope. Already messing up. This is probably going to sound way more confident than the actual one is. Think that was about it. I'm sure I missed a couple notes somewhere, and pacing was probably all over the place, but I think I could still play it, which is good. I'd be a little bit nervous if I couldn't play the song I wrote. There's not even anything to save! I will make sure that the Substance Painter and Unity are both saved, but the piano doesn't save. The piano is just play live. Alright, now that we've got that done, I will be live on Thursday, where I'm going to be doing Mimesis with Anarchy. and we're gonna have the spicy food right at the start. So make sure that you drop in early to see the absolute chaos that will be. And then in the meantime, who are we going to go raid? Do we want someone else doing art, or do we want someone we know? Let's see. We've raided both Starling Song and Lucky Jean recently. Absolute Keidakat? I don't know what that's supposed to mean, Eternal. We haven't raided Wolf Dad Duke in a bit. There's also good Brienne. And the lights are out. Fair enough. I mean, I am absolute Keidakat, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to do Keita Crab. Keita Crab does not sound like it'd be cuddly. I don't know what DC's absolute comics are. I am not as well versed in those. I think... I don't know. What do you guys think? Wolf Dad Duke or Brienne, I think, are the two that I'm between. Because we have Wolf Dad Duke, who is doing Red Dead Redemption 2, and we have good Brienne doing Blueprints. Yes, I am Keidakat. Wolf Dad Duke. Alright, let me first double check that he is going to stay live. Because I don't want to raid into someone who is ending. Where is... There he is. And then... What is he saying? Okay, I think he might be ending. He's at like 4 hours in. And yeah, he's saying see you all next time. So that is not we're not doing Wolf Dad Duke. He's ending. Is Brienne still going? He is still going. So I think we'll go raid him. And I will see you guys next time when we're doing Nemesis with the spicy foods and all kinds of chaos. And then, oh, I'm also excited for the Mecha Chameleon stream this Sunday. So we've got Subnautica before then, don't we? Double checking my own list that I showed earlier. Yes, Subnautica 2 will be more base building, I think. That should be more fun. So lots of fun all around. And I will see you guys next time. Duznia!